Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we begin, take one slow breath. Feel it. Inhale life, exhale noise. Now ask yourself, am I really living, or am I simply passing through my own days? Most of us dream about freedom, comfort, success, peace, and love. We picture ourselves traveling, driving our dream car, owning a house near the ocean, feeling proud, confident, alive. But stop for a second and think. What are you doing today to create that life? Are you still scrolling through endless videos? Still saying, "I'll start soon"? Still hiding behind fear, waiting for motivation to appear from nowhere? This isn't rehearsal. There is no second try. This is your one chance, your real life right here, right now. I'm not here to flatter you or sugarcoat the truth. I'm here to help you see it. If you truly want change, to improve your English, to grow your confidence, to build a better version of yourself, then don't just listen with your ears. Listen with your heart. Let's begin. Let's learn how not to waste the only life you've been given. The harsh truth: you aren't killing time. Time is killing you. Every time you say, "tomorrow," time quietly takes something from you: energy, youth, opportunity. Every moment you choose comfort over action, you trade a piece of your future for nothing. We often believe we have years, but we don't. Days turn to weeks, weeks to months. Suddenly, 5 years vanish, and your dreams are still waiting in the same place you left them. Ask yourself, what did you actually do yesterday? What will you do today that moves you closer to your goals? If your answer is silence, remember this: someday is a lie that keeps people asleep forever. The world respects results, not reasons. Your excuses won't matter, only your progress will. Start valuing each hour like gold. Cut one distraction every day. Read instead of scrolling. Learn instead of complaining. Because when you respect time, time begins to respect you. Your life is your responsibility, only yours. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your country, not luck. You decide how your story unfolds. People spend years listing reasons for their failures: bad background, no support, no money, no guidance. But blaming is easy. Building is hard. Look at the people who changed the world. Many started with less than you. No comfort, no help, but they had hunger. Think of Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty, abused, rejected. She didn't stay there, she rose, she built. She became a voice for millions. The difference between victims and victors is simple: decisions. Write your challenges on paper. Next to each, write one action you can take, no matter how small. Do it today. Stop waiting for someone to fix your life. No one's coming. You are the builder. Pick up the hammer. Start. Comfort feels good, but it slowly poisons growth. Every day you wake up, check your phone, eat, scroll, rest, repeat. It feels peaceful, but inside, your dreams are suffocating. All success lives outside the comfort zone. All progress begins with discomfort. You want to speak fluent English? Speak, even if you sound imperfect. You want a business? Start, even if you fail 10 times. A seed that refuses to break the soil will never see the sun. It must struggle upward before it becomes a tree. You are that seed. Do one uncomfortable thing each day: post your first video, send that application, join that class. Fear will whisper, "Don't." Do it anyway. Pain is temporary, pride lasts. How many times have you said, "Later"? "I'll start tomorrow." "I'll begin next month." Later is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary. It hides laziness inside polite language. It feels harmless, but it's fatal. When you keep saying later, you are saying never. The winners of life act now, not when conditions are perfect. They move even when afraid, even when unprepared. Think about the idea you had 2 years ago. You delayed. Someone else acted. Now they live the life you imagined. If you want a different result, act this second. Set a 10-minute timer. Begin the thing you keep postponing. Don't overthink, just start. Imperfect action today beats a perfect plan tomorrow. The mind can be your best tool or your worst jail. You dream of new habits, projects, goals, but then your brain starts talking. What if I fail? What if people laugh? What if I'm not ready? And before you take a single step, fear wins again. You can't think yourself into success. You can only act into it. Want to speak better English? Stop watching lessons endlessly. Open your mouth and talk. Want fitness? Stop reading diets, go for a run. Want to write a book? Stop outlining, write the first page. There's a man who wanted to swim. He studied theory for months, read books, watched videos, but never jumped into the pool. He died knowing everything about swimming except how it felt. Don't be that man. Think for 10 minutes, then act for 10 hours. Action cures fear. Motion creates clarity. Do first, improve later. Every group has one person who stands out. The one who works when others rest. The one who believes when others doubt. The one who keeps moving when everyone else gives up. Why not you? Be the person who wakes early while others hit snooze, who studies while others scroll, who speaks when others stay silent. You don't need to announce it. Let your results speak. Discipline may look boring, but freedom is hidden inside it. Each morning ask, what would the stronger version of me do today? Then do exactly that. Don't chase attention, chase excellence. People may laugh at your focus now, but one day they'll call it inspiration. Be that person, the one who quietly changes everything. Your greatest battle isn't with the world, it's with yourself. Inside you lives two versions, the lazy one who seeks comfort and the driven one who seeks growth. Every day they fight. The lazy you says, rest a little. The strong you says, one more page. The weak you says, tomorrow. The wise you says, now. Which one wins? The one you feed discipline with routine. Feed courage with small risks. Every time you choose growth, you train your identity. Keep score of your victories, even the tiny ones. Write them down. Celebrate them. Because greatness isn't one huge moment. It's 1,000 quiet wins stacked together. Remember, it's not you against the world. It's you versus yesterday's you. And that's the only battle worth fighting. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is forever. If you only act when you feel like it, you'll never finish anything. You don't feel like waking early. You don't feel like working out. You don't feel like studying today. Congratulations, you just handed your future to your mood. Successful people don't rely on moods, they rely on habits. They move even when tired, heartbroken, or afraid. That strength is called willpower, and like a muscle, it grows when trained. Start small. Promise yourself to avoid your phone after 10 p.m. Fail, then try again. Every repetition strengthens your control. Soon you'll stop being a slave to impulse and start becoming a master of yourself. Real freedom is doing what's right even when it's hard. That's willpower. That's power, period. Comparison steals joy silently. You open social media, see someone with more followers, a better body, a bigger house, and you start feeling small. But you're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You see 15 seconds of their best day and compare it with your entire life. You don't see the tears, the rejections, the lonely nights behind their smile. A sunflower never competes with a rose. Both bloom beautifully in their own way. Your life is your garden, water your own plants. Unfollow those who make you doubt yourself. Follow those who teach you something real. Replace jealousy with curiosity. Instead of asking, why them? Ask, what can I learn? Because the only person you need to beat is the one in your mirror. Everyone loves giving advice. Few are qualified. You wouldn't ask someone living under a leaking roof how to build a house. So why take life lessons from people who haven't built theirs? If you want to grow rich, don't ask your broke friend. If you want confidence, don't ask the one too scared to speak. If you want success, learn from those who have failed, fallen, and risen again. The internet is full of voices, but many are just echoes. Listen less to noise, more to experience. Before following advice, ask yourself, has this person achieved what I want? If yes, study them. If not, thank them politely and walk away. One wrong opinion can delay your dream for years. Protect your mind the way you'd protect a diamond, because the right teacher can change your life and the wrong one can waste it. The world rarely chooses you first. It claps after you've already won. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for applause. Stop waiting for someone to say you're good enough. You are good enough now. The most successful people didn't wait to be discovered, they discovered themselves. They didn't beg for approval. They gave themselves permission to begin. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter became a legend. Imagine if she'd stopped at the 11th letter. You don't need someone to pick you. Pick yourself. Write your own name on the opportunity. Start your channel, open your notebook, publish your first idea. You might feel invisible at first, but remember, silence is where greatness begins. When you believe in yourself so strongly that others can feel it, the world has no choice but to notice. A safe life might be comfortable, but it's never memorable. You can't live an extraordinary story without taking extraordinary risks. Every dream requires a gamble, your time, your energy, your comfort. Every person you admire once stood at the edge of fear and jumped anyway. Without risk, you'll survive, but you'll never live. You'll breathe, but not feel alive. So take the chance. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Start even if you might fail. Love even if it might hurt. Because one moment of courage can open 10 years of opportunity. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Then ask, what if it actually works? You were born for more than safety. You were born to create a story worth remembering. Time doesn't stop because you're tired. It doesn't slow down because you're scared. The clock keeps moving silently, relentlessly. And one day you'll look back and whisper, I thought I had more time. You are not too young. You are not too old. You are just full of excuses. Stop watching others chase their dreams while you hesitate. Regret is heavier than failure. Start now. There will never be a perfect moment, only this one. Time is not waiting, and your dream is not patient. If you don't move now, one day you'll wish you had. This may sound cold, but it's the truth. Nobody cares about your excuses, your pain, your problems. People are busy fighting their own battles. They might listen for a moment, nod politely, then move on. That can feel lonely, but it's also your greatest freedom. Because if nobody's watching, you're free to fall, free to fail, free to start again. You don't need permission to rebuild your life. Cry if you must, then rise stronger. Turn your pain into purpose. Let loneliness become power. When you stop needing validation, you become unstoppable. You keep saying soon, next week, next month. But when exactly does soon begin, you think someday you'll feel ready. You won't. Courage doesn't come first, action does. If you can take one small step today, that step might change your entire path. The truth is simple. Every day you wait, your dream fades a little more. Every hesitation writes another page of regret. There is no perfect time, there is only now. So start. Speak the first sentence. Record the first clip. Send the first message. Because the only thing standing between you and your new life is the moment you decide to begin. You are not a tree you can move. You are not a rock you can change. If you wake up every day with no excitement in your chest, you're not living, you're enduring. You're allowed to start over. You're allowed to become someone new. If your habits are killing your joy, change them. If your job drains your soul, leave it. If your environment limits you, step out. Life isn't a prison sentence, it's a blank canvas. You are the artist, so paint something breathtaking. You don't need a tragedy to transform. You just need a decision. Decide that you've had enough of pretending. Decide to rebuild piece by piece, a life that feels honest. When you take that first brushstroke, you'll remember who you really are. We live surrounded by expectations from family, friends, society. Get a stable job. Follow the rules. Don't dream too big. But expectations are invisible chains. They tie you to a life that isn't yours. You were not born to fulfill someone else's idea of safety. You were born to follow your own sense of purpose. You can love your family and still choose a different path. You can respect others and still say no. Yes, some people will be disappointed, but better their disappointment than your lifelong regret. You cannot please everyone, and you don't have to. When you drop the mask of perfection and start living your truth, the right people will understand, and the rest were never meant to guide you anyway. Every scar hides a lesson. Every wound carries wisdom. You've cried in silence. You've been ignored, betrayed, underestimated. But you're still here, breathing. That means you're stronger than whatever tried to break you. Most people hide from pain. They distract themselves, pretend it doesn't exist. But pain is a teacher, maybe the best one you'll ever have. Your heartbreak taught you self-respect. Your failure taught you resilience. Your loneliness taught you independence. Don't curse your pain. Thank it. Use it. Turn it into art, discipline, compassion, and drive. Let it sharpen you instead of shattering you. Remember, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. And you, my friend, are becoming light. Inside your mind live two wolves. One is called distraction, restless, hungry for comfort. The other is called focus, patient, hungry for purpose. The one you feed wins. Every time you lose hours scrolling, gossiping, or overthinking, you feed distraction. And focus grows weaker. Soon, your dreams fade into background noise. You want success? Feed focus. Turn off notifications. Say no more often. Protect your time like treasure. Give your full energy to one goal for 1 year and watch how your world transforms. That's not luck. That's consistency. Starve what destroys you. Feed what builds you. That's how warriors are made in silence. Life doesn't owe you success. It doesn't owe you fairness or comfort. You can be kind, talented, and still be ignored if you never show up. The world rewards results, not potential. Stop waiting for someone to hand you opportunity. Stop expecting things to be easy. You must fight for every inch of progress. You must work when it's hard, believe when it's hopeless, and rise when no one claps. Yes, some people are born with more. Yes, life is unfair. But complaining won't close the gap, effort will. Wake up every morning with this mindset. I deserve nothing, but I will earn everything. You'll sweat, fail, and cry, but you'll also rise, shine, and conquer. Because success isn't given. It's taken by those who refuse to quit. Maybe right now you feel tired. Maybe your heart is heavy. Maybe you're fighting battles nobody knows about. But listen to me, this is not the end of your story. Your life still has unwritten chapters. Your dream still has breath left in it. You are not behind. You are simply becoming. Every failure, every heartbreak, every lonely night is shaping you into the person who can handle everything you once prayed for. Don't give up now. You've survived too much to stop halfway. Stand up, wipe your face, straighten your back, take a step, even a small one, because your future is waiting for you to arrive. Your greatness is waiting for you to notice it. Your dream is waiting for you to move toward it. You don't need permission. You don't need luck. You just need courage. So live your life fully. Not half awake, not half alive. Live it with fire in your chest and purpose in your eyes, because the world doesn't need another copy. It needs the real you, brave, imperfect, alive. And when the day comes when you finally look back, you'll smile and whisper, I didn't waste my life. I lived it.